welcome here to Tri-Cities High School, just a few minutes away from downtown Atlanta as we get ready to bring you SFL Live coverage. Appreciate you joining us. I'm Marcus Burnett, have the pleasure and privilege of being here on site with the South Fulton Lions Basketball Club. We present to you the College Recruit Day. It's a day geared towards showcasing the various past and present South Fulton Lions players that have come through the program in a way that gives coaches a courtside glimpse of exactly the type of players that this program has to offer. Now, we've already had a skills and drill session where the players were able to engage in some nice drills and some elements that help them get better outside of the competitive gameplay that we're about to see here shortly. I believe we're almost ready to go. We should be tipping off shortly. And thanks for joining us back here at Tri-Cities High School. This is Team Orange versus Team Blue here at the SFL Live College Recruit Day. Team Blue still has it. Trying to connect there on that backdoor cut. Ball goes out of bounds instead, so it will go over to Team Orange. They'll bring it the other way. Pass intended for the post. Instead, it's going to be poked away. Should be a layup drill on the other end. Looked like he got caught in no man's land there. Wasn't sure whether he wanted to dunk it or lay it in. Lay-in's no good. Can't say that on the other end is number 30, Christopher Rogers. He's going to lay that one in and make it an 11-8 ball game. We'll keep you updated on the score throughout. These types of games, they can get very interesting towards the final seconds. So that's when the score really comes into play, but you want to see the same level of intensity and competition regardless of what the score might be. And I don't think that's going to be a problem here at all. Nice little razzle-dazzle, the behind-the-back pass by Brandon Singletary, and it's laid in easily by number 13, Connor O'Neal. Got a backcourt violation there that's going to give it back to Team Orange. They have a 5-point advantage, 13-8. Here in the first half, 2 running clock halves, 20 minutes apiece. This time they're looking to get it to the post. The big fella with the bounce pass. Shot's no good, but they'll get another crack at it. Singletary kicks it to O'Neal. Back to Singletary. Those two connected on the fast break a couple moments ago. Now Singletary has other intentions. Has the ball stolen away, though. Team Blue looking to run. Easy layup drill on the other end for number 20. That's Josh Daniels. Daniels out of Woodland High School. As it looks like we're going to have a timeout, we'll take one with them. Appreciate you joining us here at College Recruit Day for the South Fulton Lions Basketball Club. We'll be back shortly. And thanks for joining us back here at the SFL Live. We have just come from out of the timeout. This matchup features Blue versus Orange, a 10-13 game here early on. About 14 minutes left to play here in the first half. Three-pointer on the way, just short off the front of the rim. They get an offensive rebound, though, does the blue team. 2 for $1 sale on threes. That one's off the mark as well. And Orange will bring it out of there. A little bit too much mustard on that pass, too tall for its intended recipient. And it's going to be converted with a layup on the other end for number 24. That's Justin Smith. Smith should feel at home here because he's playing at home. The Tri-City High School attendee there with that layup. He makes it 12-13. Team Blue trying to get the momentum in their favor. Like that one might have been the victim of a back tap there out of bounds. But the fact that it's still staying on this side of the court, safe assumption to make there as it was knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Team Blue. Go ahead, throw it backcourt. Smith gets it over to the wing now. The jump step results in a pass out. Looks like they'll set it back up. Smith guarded by O'Neal. Passes it inside. Big man can't finish, but he's got reinforcements in the form of number 15. That's Odera Okiki. Attacking the offensive glass, getting the bucket, but big man making light work, slight work on the inside. Got it, very deliberate with that move. And gets a layup before we can even get set for that possession. Good job by the guards of being very intentional in feeding the post. Coast to coast with the finish. There is number 20, Josh Daniels, again, the Woodland High School native, making things happen. They get it to the post again. So we've already seen him be able to score off of back to the basket moves. The big fella, number 30, Christopher Rogers. But we've also been able to see his ability to pass out of the post as well. That one knocked out of bounds will stay with Team Blue on the defensive end. That was number 23, Xavier Hines. Smith from the corner. That was all net, but not the way you wanted it to be, just short. Looking to take it the other way. Mission accomplished. That's number 23. Again, that's the aforementioned Xavier Hines. 16-17. Big fella Rogers gathers himself, takes it right at the defender. He wanted a foul call. The officials thinking no such thing, letting him play here. Nice use of the Euro step and the finish. Nice looking play there by number 13 there, Makai Winfield. A lot of times you see that Euro step used inappropriately. Yeah. Can be used unnecessarily. I mean, it is a good move when used effectively, but Winfield did a great job of kind of sizing that one up and finishing the bucket. Makes it 17-18 in the process in favor of Team Blue. All by his lonesome, at least that's what we thought. That was before number 4, DeMarco Riley came in and swatted that one the other way. Southpaw 3 from the top of the key off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, though. And I'll kick it over to Riley. Yeah, he deserves a shot at it. After that defensive play on the other end, he misses, but they get their second offensive rebound of the possession. Third time's a charm, as it's an easy tip in for Winfield. The big fella from the top of the key, Rogers. So we've seen him score inside. There he goes ahead, takes a 3 from the outside, knocks it down. But somebody falls asleep on defense. It's just an easy layup on the other end for Riley. DeMarco Riley, another Tri-Cities High School Bulldog here with the South Fulton Lions Basketball Club. Ice cream, nice splash there by Justin Smith. Oh, correction, that's for the orange team. That's Brandon Singletary. Singletary splashing that last one home. Three-point land has opened up. That one knocked down by number 35, Jamari Johnson out of the corner. Johnson out of Westlake. Everybody's splashing here. Xavier Hines gets another bucket. That's his first three-pointer of the game, I believe. Both teams shooting the ball well. Shots off, Team Blue with the rebound. They'll come the other way. Pass ahead, a little bit too much on it. Riley saved it, but to the orange squad. Nice job of reading that fast break opportunity, dropping the dime. That was number 12 for the orange. That's Kendrick Miller. Xavier Hines with the layup. That elbow jumper's knocked down by number 20 for the orange squad. Sorry, for the blue squad, that was Josh Daniels. Daniels with the jumper. Nice job of going to the deck to get the 50-50 ball off the glass and the finish. Above the rim, Rogers been doing it in a variety of ways. We've seen him do it back to the basket, knock down a three-pointer a couple possessions ago. This time, goes up for the two-hand jam. Three-pointer's no good. Offensive rebound. Now the southpaw will try the three-pointer. Money, he had one from the corner a couple minutes ago. This time he gets one there from the top of the key. The Westlake Lions lefty, Jamari Johnson, with a nice bucket. That should be the Harrison Hoya, Connor O'Neal checking in. Shot created, it's no good. And that was Connor O'Neal on that last three-pointer. He's gonna try to get two in a row. Quick release. For Connor. Let's take a look at a quick instant replay while we have a second. As you can see, they've got a wide open court to play with, so why not throw it up off the window and let the big fella Rogers go get it. Eat, big fella, continue to eat. Don't think you got to tell him that twice. It's been a good first half for him so far here at the South Fulton Lions College Recruit Day. Good take there, not bad defense by DeMarco Riley, just better offense on behalf of Xavier Hines. Hines out of Creekside High School. Already working on double-digit scoring, but good take there. Hanging in the air long enough to finish the shot, Jeremiah Winfield. Winfield and Cameron Miller sort of going at it a little bit. Help defense is right there. It was passed ahead. Passed ahead there by Kendrick Miller. Hines unable to chase it down. Orange continuing the fast break. Miller. Miller to Hines. That connection has yielded dividends here in this first half as we approach the final 5 minutes of it. Miller, a very cool customer. They're running the point on the fast breaks. Done a great job of getting the defense to commit and being able to get it to players like Hines and Rogers, guys that are running the floor, doing a good job of rewarding them for doing so. Shifty guard there in Josh Daniels. Great job of changing speeds, little left to right, right to left. Nice move inside, but Rogers, relatively speaking, feeling like he has a mouse in the house and scoring as such. Big fella does a great job using that frame. Shown some of that versatility here so far in this first half. Not only with a couple bruiser buckets inside, being able to create space, but also knock down a jumper. Three-point land from the top of the key. He's also done a good job of passing the ball out of the post. 3 minutes, 44 seconds here in the first half. Three from the corner. Splashing it through there is Jeremiah Winfield. That one looked good off his hands. That one stolen right back from Kendrick Miller. You don't hear that happen too often. Step back three. Way off the mark on that one. Offensive rebound, though. Power dribbling layup there by number 3, James Ism. Been able to see Ism at a few Peach State basketball events. Always brings nice energy and motor. That one won't go initially, and showed a nice handle, was able to get to the third level there with Cameron Miller. That shot wouldn't go, but a lot of wiggle in this game, as you were able to see there on that last play. So we'll have a trip to the free throw line. Let's take a look at a quick instant replay while we have a second. The 3 ball has been kind to both teams here in this first half. That one was knocked down by Winfield a few plays ago. Two minutes, 4 seconds on the first half clock. That free throw's good. Team Blue will bring it the other way. Miller got caught up for a second, lost it temporarily, but still has the wherewithal to get the dime over to number 24, Justin Smith. Well, he kind of lost the handle on that. We'll downgrade that from a dime to a nickel, but it still gets the same 2 points either way. Rogers gets it inside. Excuse me, fellas, I've got a bucket to get. Clearing space again. Like the last 2 plays, one from a guard, one from a big fella. Things didn't go as planned early on, but still enough control to be able to keep the ball in their possession and make a play as a result. Nobody yelled wolf, so that's a steal there for Ism. Step back, hand up, good contest there by Rogers. That's going to be poked away. Rogers going to quick catch and shoot. Too strong on that one. Big fella might have rushed it just a little bit. Going to be laid in ahead by Ism. So we're approaching the final 30 seconds here in this first half. Xavier Hines with it up top, being guarded by Miller. Long pass across court. Blue team steals it. Instead of taking the 2, I'll take this 3 right here, says number 30, Laquan Wiltshire. As he very well might have our last score of the first half. He gets a steal there on that one. That one's off the mark, but a good way to end the first half. If you're Laquan Wiltshire, appreciate you joining us here at the South Fulton Lions College Recruit Day. Laquan Wiltshire thanks you by this stop and pop 3 there in rhythm. We'll be back after this halftime break. And welcome back here to Tri-Cities High School. It looks like we're ready to start the second half of action. So it looks like the format with the way we'll work it today, orange and blue played the first half of that game. We'll have we'll have white and gray taking on each other here in the second half, and then they'll probably flip-flop going into the next 20-minute segment. That was 41-47 in terms of that last 20-minute installment, with Team Orange having 47. So I think they'll bring the clock down to zeros. And again, that's just part of what I mentioned in terms of the format of events like this. It's more about the exposure, being able to show the different facets of players' games, the intensity, the competition level, and while the score plays a part in that, it's secondary to just really being able to give these players a chance to expose what they can do out there on the court. Now, of course, as it gets late into a game or a quarter or a half, then it's nice to be able to see how these players perform in that type of setting. But we'll keep you updated on the score. Meanwhile, we have tip-off. Team Gray comes away with it. Doesn't take them long to get a layup drill on the other end. That is number 24 there for Gray. That's Tavares Terry. Terry out of Banneker High School gets our first point of this installment. Number 4 for the white team, that's DeMarcus Johnson. Johnson has that shot blocked. Gray coming out with some nice pep in the step. Coast to coast finishing there. That's number 13. That's Jalen Cooper out of Chapel Hill High School. Gray started this one off looking good. They've got 2 buckets already, had a block on the last possession. That was knocked out of bounds. White team gets it back out top to Johnson. Now they work it inside. Adrian King. King kicks it back out. Mid-range jumper, no good. Ball's tipped around, and Gray's going to come away with it. Here's Cooper pushing it again. Cooper drops it off. Eating the contact, hanging in the air, and finishing there is number 30. That's Carlton Tippins. So it's 6-0 just that quickly. That one's partially blocked. Gray playing defense and just getting out and running. Tippins, give him another one. Tippins, a guy that has no problem being able to finish. You love a guy that'll run the floor, be active on another end, but it can be a little frustrating if he can't finish when you give him the opportunity to do so. No problem for Tippins, able to do that. Strong rebound on the other end. Seeing guy pass ahead to Terry. He'll be unselfish. Why not? Basketball having good energy for Gray so far, even though he passed up that layup to go ahead and kick it out. Maybe not the outcome you want in a regular GHSA game, but you can understand the rationale here as everybody is trying to eat here for the Gray squad. Let's take a look at a quick instant replay while we have a second. Those guys have done a great job defending. Here you're going to see Jalen Cooper, the 6'1" senior guard out of Chapel Hill, take it coast to coast. Goes up with it in his right hand, finishes with the left. So ball back in play. That one's too tall. 8-0 is the score. Team Gray defense hot and hazy so far with no signs of letting up. We'll see if White can do something just to stop the momentum. Hesitation, dribble, and then the finish. Again, the usual suspect, Cooper, gets another bucket. King going to kick it to the corner. Tough shot taken there by number 20, Eric Woodard almost went down for him. Wasn't an easy shot, but with the way the great squad has come out and played defense, they're not really giving away too many easy ones. Team White can get a couple buckets, maybe slow this momentum down. Shots might come a little easier, but for right now, Team Gray is being very stingy, but this potential three-point play the hard way can change that. That's number 24, Allen Brown. Can't format the and ones. They're going to give you the deuce and the one. While free throws are important, they're not as important here in this setting. We want to see the up and down play. And a backcourt violation there. It's amazing what a quick score can do in terms of momentum, not only on the offensive side of things, but also when it comes to defense. So they force a turnover. As we look at that last and one there by Allen Brown out of Hiram High School, playing there for Coach Darius Hodge. Brown comes right back for another bucket. So he's got all 5 points here for Team White. They pull it to within 7 after falling down 8-0 early on. Now he comes back and gets the block. Brown, what can he do for you? Well, he can do a lot more than that last particular shot indicated. He was feeling it. He's got the last 5 points for him. Came down, got the block. Maybe a little bit of a heat check, if you will, there. That one's off the mark, but an outlier when it comes to how he's played here so far. Trying to serve as a catalyst here against a great team that had a lot of mojo coming out. Cooper trying to bring it right back to him. Mission accomplished, young man. Continuing to make plays. We've seen him do it in transition. They're in the half-court setting, able to make the nice cut and finish. That one's going to be short. Gray kicks it to the corner. That's Tippins. Tippins fouled on the play. It'll be Gray ball there along the baseline. Now Cooper gonna try a three-pointer. His first miss of the day there from three-point land. Wide open. And showing you what he does when you leave him that way. That's number 4. That's DeMarcus Johnson. Johnson, one of the better players for the Tri-Cities Bulldogs program. Get in the step, can't get the first shot to go, but the follow-up is good. Tavares Terry, the man who started it all, got the first bucket right off the tip for Team Gray. He gets a deuce there. Then comes back in, and there's a big factor in that play that gets Team Gray the ball right back. But back to that Tri-Cities Bulldog program. Coach Amari Forks. He's represented the school well in the tournaments that we've been able to cover on SUV TV over the past couple seasons. And they will host their Southern States Classic here at Tri-Cities sometime this December. Nice move there. A great job of using that dribble, but also that strength to create space and splash the baby jumper. That was Keith Williams out of Banneker High School. Right back at you comes number 15, Dion Glass out of Mundy's Mill High School, representing the Tigers. Trying to get his mid-range on there is Terry. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. That's going to be a tough shot falling away. No good. Terry leaves the follow-up attempt short. Allen Brown wrestles that rebound out of there. Brown got it caught there, trying to use his lifeline. Pass a little too tall. Let's take a look at an instant replay while we have a couple substitutions. Talked about Jalen Cooper. He's done a lot with the ball in his hands here. Just a simple job of moving without the ball and finishing. score that one for number 5, Marquise Tidwell. Seeing a lot of nice jerseys from the South Fulton Lions. If I had to pick one I would want to rock with, I would rock with those gray ones. From a commentator standpoint, might take you a second to be able to see those gray numbers in the orange trim. You can see them pretty good here on site. At the elevated position, takes you a second, but well worth it. Silky smooth get up. And it's been a silky smooth game so far for Tavares Terry. Getting it done in a variety of ways, whether it's first hand or just keeping the motor moving, finding a way to be at the right place at the right time. The assist by Cooper. The finish there by Keith Williams. Williams had the nice jumper right inside the elbow a few minutes ago. There Cooper finds him. It's a 28-8 game. Good move inside in the finish. That's Tidwell. Tidwell makes it 30-8. Now, this is an instance where the score matters from a standpoint of Team White is down by a lot, but you want to see how they compete. I don't expect them to wave a white flag by any means. That three-pointer short. But in this instance, you can't get all 20 points back with one shot or even a few. What do you do to crank up the defensive effort, get a couple quick buckets, and see if you can at least cut the deficit in half? Or try to cut the water off for this gray squad that's been rolling on all cylinders really since opening tip. We'll have some more substitutions. Actually, this looks like a timeout. Let's take a look at an instant replay. Talked about Keith Williams. Just look at the work right there. That Jordan versus Ryan Russell type of push off to where you see the arm extended a little bit, but it's not enough to be able to call a foul. It's really just a good move. As Williams says, they say the mid-range is a lost art. Not in my book. Splashing that one through. So we're under the 10-minute mark. We're back out of the timeout. Good move. First shot's no good, though. Second one isn't. Trying to work hard for a third opportunity. They won't get it. It's going to be pulled out of there. Deion Glass had that rebound initially. Strong move inside, but it looked like it was blocked. But sticking with the play, there was number 35. That's Fulton Tucker. Tucker, class of 2016. Senior here at Tri-City. Three-pointers off. No good on the three. Rebound pulled out of there by Eric Woodard. Woodard, the senior guard out of Jonesboro High School. Woodard's pass intended for Ponder, but it's turned over. Glass gets a hand on that, fighting for it, and they're going to say last touch by Team White, so it will stick with Gray. Ponder gets a hand on that one, pokes it away. But Team Gray retains possession, sticking with the play. But the shot's no good as Ponder says that's enough. Snatches that rebound out of there. Woodard gonna try a three-pointer. Chases down the long rebound. Now kicks it to the corner for a three-point attempt. That one's no good. Long rebound comes out to number 12, Chris Dubose. Dubose has it taken away. Glass kicks it to the corner. Really going for that three ball is the white team, but can you really blame them? Down 18 with about 8 minutes to go. Ponder has been a nice resource on the inside for him. and a real stingy presence here the past few possessions as Glass has that baseline cut off. Number 3, Chris Brown Jr. with a nice defense there on that play. He pushed it the other way, but now it's going to be a jumper along the baseline for number 15, Carl Washington. Washington attending Sandy Creek High School. Shout out to Coach Mac McKissick taking over the reins on the boys program there. Got a lot of good coaches in the Atlanta area. As that one scored by Glass, I believe. A lot of good coaches in the Atlanta area and throughout the state overall. Coach Mac McKissick with the energy that he brings to the table. Great resource for his players. And also when it comes to community, school spirit, things of that nature, aside from the X's and O's, one of the best resources they'll have out there in Tyrone, Georgia at Sandy Creek High School. It's an 18-point game. So Team White has offered more resistance and not really let the lead expand. It was 20 points, but Allen Brown blocks that one away, and they can cut it down to 16 points or maybe even 15 with a three-pointer. Brown, a little bit of contact there, but the officials have been consistent. They're letting them play here. First layup's no good. Rebound pulled out of there. That was DeMarcus Johnson. Johnson got a hand on another one. Team Gray was able to save it. Skip pass, three-pointer, money. Number 15 there, Carl Washington knocked down the mid-range jumper along the baseline. For his last bucket there, he gets the three-pointer. Team White answers right back. Strong take there. Muscling through number 34. That's Zach Morgan. That one's a deep two for number 32. That's Evan Jester, also out of Sandy Creek. That King's shot was partially blocked. Running the floor, able to catch and lay it in was Jester. Good defense there on that play. Looking to see that number. Looks like number 2. As we have yet another finish by Jester. And that defense is played by number 3, Chris Brown Jr. on that last possession for Gray. Contested shot knocked down there by Brown. Tell you what, Evan Jester, the class of 2017, wing for Sandy Creek. If he can finish like that for the Patriots this season, good things are going to happen. We approach the final 4 minutes. That three-pointer's good for number 2, John Coates. Carl Washington misses that three, his first miss in a little while. Pull up by Brown, money. Nice mid-range pull up there for Allen Brown, who tried to get things going for Team White, but it was just too much Team Gray. We got another finish inside by Jester. As it looks like we'll have a couple substitutions. Let's take a look at an instant replay while we have a chance. You see the skip pass over there to number 15, Carl Washington. A few feet behind the line, doesn't matter. Ice cream from the outside. as he gets another three-pointer to go. Back to the action. Step through and the finish. Nice work. That's Chris Brown Jr. Chris Brown Jr. out of Harrison High School, just a class of 2018 guard. Let's take a look at that last move that he was able to make. See him here using that screen. Got 3 white shirts around him. Good heads-up play instead of just thinking pass, pass, pass. Really reading the situation, able to step through and get that score. Chance to talk with Chris Brown Sr. prior to the event. Was really excited just about the recruit day, what the program has been able to do here at this inaugural event, and what it provides the players. Hanging in the air, finishing for another one is the aforementioned Chris Brown Jr. Splashing that one from the outside is Glass. We approach the final minute. That's one inside the three-point line for Carl Washington. Offensive rebound put back in, number 35, Fulton Tucker. But again, talk with Chris Brown Jr.'s pops, Chris Brown Sr. prior to the start of today, and talked about how the basketball is a big piece, but how it's about more than just the basketball side when you look at what the South Fulton Lions program provides and what it focuses on. Players' confidence, intangibles, discipline, how they approach the game and getting better at their craft, but also their schoolwork. So just some of the bigger than basketball elements that will really be valuable for these players beyond today and beyond their basketball careers. You're in the right place when that's the type of focus. And I think this event, but also the South Fulton Lions approach, from what I've been able to see just in my time dealing with them, very good program that's going to put a footprint on all of the players that they're able to work with. As Jester gets one more lay-in and wraps that second half up, we'll have 2 more 20-minute halves. As we take a look at that last play, nice move along the baseline, able to hang and finish Eric Woodard. We'll be back shortly.